And indeed, to all of those now joining us online, thank you likewise for joining us here at the Lighthouse, the House of Light, which is of One Light Federation. I'm based in Melton, Victoria, Australia, which just happens to be on planet Earth, in case you were wondering. It's a joy to come before you, and if you don't know me, well, there's something wrong, because I know me. Yes, Most Reverend Gordon McKenzie. And normally I would have Right Reverend Jennifer Valls beside me, but a very special day in the family today, as Jennifer is at the birth of her 8th grandchild as we go to air this time. And obviously our love and blessings, best wishes are all, I'm sure, with Jennifer and all participants. I'll simply say that, all participants. And we trust and pray everything will go really well. It's such a joy when we have the blessings in life. Many, many, many blessings surround and bestow our respective pathways, our respective lives. But is it that we always take note, or do we simply take a lot of things for granted? When things are normal, that's really great. We're all above board, everything is fantastic. But what about the times when things are not quite up to par, as we may term it? Do we remember that we are graced with so many other blessings? You can nod your heads in agreement. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Well, some of you have 2 heads. That's good. It's wonderful to have the opportunity of being reminded, but to know of the blessings. And yes, we have abundance with us, left, right, and center. Far more so than we would ever know. Jenny obviously does the tuning of the day, communicating with her spirit team every day, and today is no exception. There's the tuning of the day, right there. And it's all printed in, the font is size 8, to make sure it all fits onto the page. Yes, well, you all know my sense of humour, don't you? It's actually size 28, so I can see it. And so, again, we have the blessing of abundance with humour, laughter. They say laughter is the best medicine of all. It should be taken 3 times daily. I do. And I just have a laugh. It's all good fun. Yes, so the tuning of the day, so I'll move into this now. And we lift the veil to experience what the divine has in order. We adopt the loving qualities that purify our heart, and with loving devotion, we are perceptive to the exquisite greatness of light that helps us respond to the delicacy of all that life offers. In many ways, isn't it somewhat similar to what I've already prefaced? It is. It's again the reminder to know that the divine blessings are with us. We don't have to go looking for them. They are already with us. They're right in front of us, if we care to take notice. And then when we take notice, to then say thank you. We don't have to say it out loud, but to acknowledge the abundance, the blessings. And indeed we find that in that acknowledgement, then the blessings come thicker, faster, more regularly. The blessings keep coming. It's simply that Spirit loves to know this, firstly, that we appreciate, secondly, that we receive, and thirdly, that we have awareness of the same. And so, as they just said, we lift the veil. Why are we lifting a veil? So as to help us effectively take the blinkers off. I know we're not horses, but then again, I'm a Sagittarius, and that's somewhat similar. But it is that we take the blinkers off so that we can see, so that we can understand, so that we can comprehend. So we adopt those pure qualities and to absorb the delicacies of that which life offers. We live according to the light plan, knowing that as we unite with the sacred light, we move into the instruction and abide with love, and it is the integrity of our nature that we shine. So again, as we move into those higher, elevated qualities, let's face it, we all know ourselves fairly well. Fairly well. Not as well as God knows us. We know ourselves fairly well. And we all know there are some days, some times, some hours when we are more connected, more elevated, more positive than other times. You should all be in ready agreement with that statement. Yes? Good. And that's what I'm talking about here, and that's what Spirit are here talking about, so that we understand. There is so much, and let's face it, I don't expect you to give me the answers and tell me about yourselves. After all, Spirit will already know. God already knows. There's nothing hidden. Is that worrying? It can be. But then again, why should it be worrying? All of these are great opportunities for us to learn and grow, to further awaken, to further connect, to stand. Here I am. I'm ready to serve. And so it is that we stand in service. We put up both hands, not just one, indicating our willingness to be involved. We just participated in the singing of the hymn before the opening of the service. Here I am, Lord. You all said it. You all sung it anyhow. Here I am. True? True. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Did you remember that before I reminded you?
Thank you.
But it's true. It's so true. We often do things mechanically. But then do we really have full awareness and comprehension of what we are doing? No. All hold the mirror in front of you now and have a look so that you get the honest answers. And this is most important. Because let's face it, we all get the message when we really need to get the message. But the message is available to us at all times, 24/7. And so, I'll just reread that last section. We live according to the light plan, as the highest, the light, the divine light, knowing that as we unite with the sacred light, that we move into the instruction and abide with love, and it is the integrity of our nature that we shine. The last section there, what does that mean? The integrity of our nature that we shine. In other words, we let our best, our purest, our most elevated be seen, so that everybody sees us in our best light, which means we lift and raise our game likewise, so that we truly be seen in the purest sense. That which God knows exactly what it's about. But it's also marvelous incentive for us to lift and raise our game, so that we are not only excellent examples of God's light, but we are excellent examples providing inspiration for others, all of those we meet, all of those we come across in our daily travels. If we be the inspiration, we know what it's like when we see someone who really impresses us and we think, wow, That was a great talk, or a great inspiration, or a great concert, or a great whatever it was. Why? Because it was great. Very uplifting, very positive. It was elevated. We all have the potential to be exactly the same in concept, to provide that as the superb illustration of God at work. Remember, we are all children of God. There is God within each and every one of us. Within every one of us. So is it not the right thing to shine forth the God light? The superior light? I can see many of you really contemplating these words. Yes. I'm looking forward to an encyclopedia being written later. And so it is, we take this all on board. Long live the light that assists and supports the true dimension of all life. And we proclaim that we have been born to live through eternal truth. That's what it's all about. To live through eternal truth. We hear a lot about truth these days. This year, as we are, 2025, it's, in terms of cycles, it's the 9 year, where so much comes out. It's endings. Cycles come to an end. So many revelations. A lot of things come out of the cupboard. All of those things having been hidden. A lot of exposure. But it's a great time to bring things to conclusion. And again, it's for us to make it happen. Remember, if you want something to happen, do your best to make it happen. Our dear friend Melchizedek said at the beginning of the year, what are you going to do about it? It's up to us to make things happen. It's not for us just to hand upstairs and say, oh, well, God will make it happen. Well, it's wonderful that we all have such faith that God will make it happen. But what about using both our hands and giving a helping hand? Or both helping hands. That's what it's about. It's doing the best we can. God helps those who help themselves. And we need help ourselves. We have to get out of our own way, open the doors, just the same as when we go to a car. We don't expect the car to automatically open the door. We open the door in order that we can get into the car. It's the same with our life. We need to get into the action. We need to get into our life. We need to make the most of our life. We're only here on earth for a short period of time. We all have a finite period of time. Or didn't you know that? I'm aiming for 654, so heaven help you. But we all need the opportunity of reminder from time to time. So again, do what you can to make things work. Give that helping hand. But again, the involvement, our personal involvement, means that we have greater contact, greater connection with what takes place. We can understand with greater clarity because we have the power and the conviction with us. We are already trying to make things happen. We have our hands on the controls, so to speak, or the steering wheel. We don't just sit there and expect the car to drive itself. Some may, but good luck. Certainly not the way I drive. We need to give that helping hand. As we welcome the day, we welcome growth, we welcome opportunity, and the divine array of blessings fills the sacred space. so that we elevate to have greater understanding of life and lessons. I trust we all understand what that's about. That's crystal clear. Absolutely crystal clear, just like mud. You understand, don't you? Yes?
Yes.
Good. Anyone care to say what I just said? Again, I intersperse humor for good reason. We think we absorb everything, but it's only when we are asked to go back and restate what has been said, then we think, okay, maybe I didn't get that. It's so true. It's so true. And so, let me just give it to you once again. It is honoring the true light. Taking photographs already. It is honoring the true light. The true light of being and seeing through fresh eyes in all situations. So it's allowing God to perceive. Bearing in mind, as I've already said, there is God within. We are all part of God, every one of us. We are all children of God. So of course there is God within us. And we can be divine in our creation. We can, but will we allow ourselves to be so? Will we allow ourselves to be so? And so it's seen, as I said, through fresh eyes in all situations. So it's allowing the God to perceive. Remember, there are many ways of looking at things. Just the same as we can look at the camera sitting in the middle of the aisle here. We can move around, do a 360-degree pan. We can see everything from different angles. You can move in your chairs and see a different angle. It's the same with all of this, all of the wisdom, all of the love, all of the light. We can see every situation from different angles. And it's great to have a full perspective so that we truly understand. We truly understand, we truly comprehend. And then, and only then, can we say, we know. That's what it's about. And so, let God perceive and plan your vision. Let the ache of your soul harvest greater connection and empathy. So it's being sympathetic to the soul and in agreement with the union of the divine. So in other words, everything comes together with peace, love, and harmony. Everything is perfect in the divine plan, in God's plan. Mankind doesn't always get it right, but everything in God's plan is perfect, an absolute blend of peace, love, and harmony. And the amazing thing is that it's also simple. But again, mankind can make it very, very, very complex. Why? It's not necessary. And yes, we can think of that simple word, KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, stupid. It's logical. Keep it all simple. Keep it accurate. Keep it loving. Keep it elevated. And keep it aligned with God, with the divine. And when Jesus walked this earth, oh, if only mankind had understood and accepted it. It was so simple. Love one another as I have loved you. In essence, that's really what it was all about. Remember, we are all friends together. Every one of us, including all of you online, even the fish online. We are all friends together. We are not rivals. We are not enemies. We are friends together. We help each other. We support each other. We learn from each other. We are an inspiration towards each other. Every one of us. We are all that inspiration. We all have different gifts, every one of us. Not one of us is complete with everything that we can say is of God. I have certain talents. You have talents, you have talents, you have talents, you have talents. We all have gifts. So we work together. We are all equals in terms of God's creation. We all enhance each other. We bring many gifts to the table. If you look at the dining table, everyone brings a plate of different food. Wow, so much for the diet. We bathe in richness. We bathe in exquisite blessings. We just need remember. Remember, remember, remember. And so, as Jenny at this point in the tuning said to me, she's going back to the cup, and we remember this last week all of you having sat in all of the teaching groups. Yes, the chalice, the divine chalice that was used with great effect in the groups this week. The blessings. Knowing your cup is full of divine blessings, of course, because we didn't get any rain. The cup is full of divine blessings. So it is. We continue to enjoy the fulfillment that life offers. It is giving the process and initiating greater moments, bathing in gratitude, knowing that the time is right for expansion and greater awareness. We all, every one of us, even though I make the statement, we all have the awareness that we, in these times, have greater awareness. That awareness, there's something more coming and not that far away. Things are improving, things are elevating. Life is changing. We all agree with this, don't we? Yes, I'm so pleased about that. We all have that inner knowing, if we put it that way. And so we draw closer to truth. We review and lovingly hold within our heart the masterpiece of our creation. Remember, every one of us, we are a masterpiece in terms of divine creation. But it's what we do with this divine masterpiece that makes the difference. We can look at all of the pictures adorning the walls. Some have, well, not all have frames, some are canvases. But we can look at the frames. They've all been adorned, adjusted, modified, shaped. We do the same with this divine masterpiece. We all do what we will with our divine masterpiece. Are you happy and content with what you have done with your divine masterpiece? And if you ask the question of God, if you ask the question of Jesus, ask the question of Melchizedek. Do you think they are happy with what you have done with your divine masterpiece? They're not going to judge you. God does not judge. Everything is love. Where there is love, there is no judgment. But there'll be a helping hand, freely available whenever you wish. And so it is. We review and lovingly hold within our heart the masterpiece of our creation. We deliver to the world that which we believe needs to be expressed, and at the end of the day, reflect, giving credit and praise to lighten the way. We examine the greater self, in other words, our entirety, every aspect of us. We examine the greater self, and through the strength of soul, living in peace and harmony, and therefore trusting in the same. Isn't that brilliant wisdom? And all of that came through this morning from Spirit. When you think this is available every day, Jennifer? Oh, you're gone. Jennifer tunes in every day. I do the typing mostly. And it's there on paper so that we can bring it forth and share. What magnificent blessings adorn each and every opportunity we have of coming together. And so as we accept and give thanks for all of these blessings, let it be that we now go into meditation. And as I would normally be at the organ, playing the organ as soft background music, but my arms are not long enough today, so I will just place a little music on and be right back in front of you. Will you prepare yourselves now to go into meditation? So now, as you prepare to go into this quiet time, this special time, knowing well that you have already invited your highest divine, God-given team to be with you. And indeed, you call them closer now. Having awareness that you are doing your best to elevate your vibration much higher and even higher. And you have the awareness indeed that you are not alone. That you have elevated friends with you. And so it is that you have awareness now that they present right in front of you an open book. But you can see immediately this is not an ordinary book. This book is absolutely golden, shining in brilliance, and the light emanating from this book is almost blinding. And so it is that as you adjust your eyes to the blinding light, you can even see your name in the middle of the page. You are spellbound as you notice your name, that they even knew that you would be present for this very sacred, special time. As you focus upon the book, there are beings of light, beautiful beings of light surrounding you and surrounding the book. And as you very briefly look at these beings of light, they are of the purest light you have seen. And just being in their company has you completely at peace, as though you belong. You could spend all day here. And so as you belong, it is now that one steps forth and communicates, impressing upon your mind. But you also have the awareness of receiving much healing, love, light, and many other spiritual gifts. You also have awareness that indeed your vibration is lifting much further. You elevate further and further. It is as though you really feel you have lost much weight, purely because now you are of your light body. The knowledge and the wisdom coming forth and being impressed upon you is astounding. And you likewise have the awareness that this, in being impressed, will be with you into the future. It will not disappear. And so it is that as you bathe in this exquisite light, you even look at yourself and you can see a soft glow of beautiful light around you. So it is that you have complete understanding that indeed these blessings are far greater, far richer than you could ever believe. there is another who now steps forth and places a hand just above your head. You immediately feel and sense warmth, very pronounced heat. But not only that warmth, it is that you have awareness that there is greater wisdom coming forth through your awareness. It is that you give thanks, sincere thanks, for all that you currently bathe in at this time. It is that you likewise have awareness that the heaviness, the worries, the concerns, all of the stress that you had at the outset has completely been lifted. It has all moved, gone. You are indeed eternally grateful. And so it is. Although you don't even utter a word, the message, the gratefulness has been received by all of those beautiful light beings around you. And in acknowledgement, their light shines even brighter. And it is that you say to yourself, this whole sight, this whole event is one of reverence and awe, exquisite majesty. And then it is impressed upon you that everything which needed be achieved, communicated, and conveyed at this time has now been bestowed and completed. And gradually, your friends now recede into the background. And so you commence your journey back to this physical existence and realm. And so it is, you take a slightly deeper breath. You take another breath a little deeper still. You take another breath a little deeper still, becoming more aware. You Start moving your fingers and your toes. Becoming more aware now. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So welcome back, everyone. I pray that you had a beautiful meditation.
Thank you.
And your friends will be back to join you again. And so for all of our online viewers at this time, thank you, God bless you, and may the richest divine blessings be with you now and always.